Hear, hear.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of Order Arcana. I am, as always, your Dungeon Master, Wes, and I am here with some friends to play the Dungeons and the Dragons. These friends specifically, we'll start on my right tonight. We
Dungeons
have
and douches.
Matt,
Me.
who's playing our fun-loving bard,
You don't get to
Gendrix.
see us though.
Fun-loving bard.
Fine.
Don't look at us.
There you go.
Camera hog.
Matt, wave to the camera so everyone knows who Matt is. Thank
Hey, I'm Matt.
I'm actually mad.
Then further on my left, or on my right, we have Tila, who's
Is
playing.
that why it says Matt?
It does.
Our names are down.
Yeah, I know, it's cool. The undead sorcerer, Genesis. And then on my left, we have Ansley playing
Oh, look, your hair.
all of the.
Matches your name.
It does. Playing all of the races as an arcane puppeteer.
I'm blending in.
And
Don't
finally,
see me.
further down on my left, we have Seth, who is playing the boring ass half-orc paladin.
You're goddamn right.
And by boring, we mean not a paladin, actually. It's a bullshit paladin.
It is pretty cool.
It's a cool paladin, though. I like it. Like a no-god paladin is pretty dope.
A science paladin?
Yeah, science paladin.
Yeah.
What the
Paladin
heck?
of reason. Oh, the reason! Ah, I'm gonna write that. Oh man, wow. Okay, I just nerded out really hard. Anyway,
Sidetrack.
so let's get into it like we normally do. First off, as always, tonight's audio is going to come from tabletopaudio.com. Check them out. They have really great soundscapes and really cool customizable sound pads to add to your role-playing games. Everything from fantasy and medieval type stuff all the way through sci-fi and spaceships and things like that. They don't pay us or anything to say this. I just really like their sounds. They're easy to use and they sound really great. The guy that runs Tabletop Audio is super prolific and puts out new stuff all the time. So check them out, tabletopaudio.com. Make your games sound really cool. And of course, our artwork for our character portraits was done by Alexis. Check her out at Tattoos by Alexis on the Twitters and the Instagrams. She does really awesome work, really great turnaround, really great prices. Seth's taking us dice.
He's being very quiet.
Yeah. No, just dumb out, dude. Come on. Ruin it. Do it.
You know, I don't want to interrupt nothing.
All right,
You guys
cool.
playing Gallagher? Probably wouldn't notice.
But yeah, so check her out at Tattoos by Alexis on Twitter and Instagram. Get some character artwork done for your character. Bring your D&D or other role-playing character to even more life than you already do at the table with
Bring
a little bit
your
of
friends.
artwork. I don't have anything else. I don't think you guys have anything else.
I mean, I can make up stuff.
Stay tuned to the Order Arcana Twitter account this week. Next week's game will be in flux as to when it may happen, based on some people who may or may not be at the table next week because of some personal things. So just keep an eye on the Twitters. We may move to a different day, or we may record and just throw it up.
I honestly feel threatened right now.
Yeah, it's not about you, man. It's not always about you.
That's what somebody who wants to kill somebody might say.
I mean, that's fair. Anyway,
Yeah, just do it to your character.
that's all of our
Oh.
stuff before we actually do this. So let's play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons. And welcome back. So, when last we left our plucky band of heroes, or
You call
whatever
us
they
that.
are,
Where did we leave them?
In
where'd
this
you
room
leave
right
them?
here.
Yeah, they were, I believe, taking a short rest after delving a bit more into this mad scientist laboratory. Although you haven't really found the laboratory yet, you just found an old school.
And a kitchen.
So
School good.
So, welcome for that. But yeah, so pretty much just some dungeon crawl last time. You found a really scary room of abominations and horrors and nasty things.
Scary.
Through a neat use of dispel magic, you managed to shut down an arcane engine and keep more flesh golems from spawning. So
That was good.
Well thought out. Found a magic axe.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah. You found a kitchen with a bunch of spiders, which was an existential threat for players, not necessarily characters.
Hands down.
And that was done on purpose. I will throw spiders in all the time to make Seth feel super,
And Ansley.
super scared.
Yeah,
And
but
Ansley a
it's
little
like,
scared.
have you seen the inside of the body of a spider?
Oh yeah, man. When they get crispy fried, it's awesome.
I like seeing when they're molted. Like
They are
they're-
disgusting.
yeah.
I think I have that fear of holes.
But yeah, you've solved a little trap. There was definitely the dungeon masters. Like, oh my god, they figured it out the way that I actually wrote it. That was so cool. With the weighted plates to open the door to the dormitory. But yeah, so that is where we leave off, and where we pick up is I believe you've taken a short rest, so you can mark any of your short rest things, and you can continue to proceed. The last things that you found in this room were a key with a little skull where the handle should be, and you got a nice little Zelda sound when you found that key. So feel free to do what you want to do while I
Do what you do.
get the appropriate headwear.
He doesn't want you to know he's bald.
I know. Well, no,
Surprise! He is.
yeah, no, I mean that's obvious. That's
I thought it was just because you freshly shaved today that you weren't wearing the hat.
no.
He didn't want you to know he's bald.
No, I wear the hat. I rarely go without it. I just
This
forgot to
is
put it on.
thinking cap.
So, yeah.
Well, if Blue Skidoo, we can too.
Well, someone's got to think for us.
All right. So, what would you
I
like to
did.
do? You have your copies of the map.
Right. Well.
Where have we not gone?
Well. We have
We
not
have
gone to
key.
the west wing of this structure.
Never go into the West Wing. Sorry.
What do you have
We'll
against the
have to-
West Wing?
Aaron Sorkin's over there.
We'll have to backtrack a bit, but we should be able to get there pretty quickly. We'll avoid the room filled with strange abomination monsters.
That sounds fair.
I would like to know how they made them.
I'm sure we can ask whoever we find at the end of this.
We'll keep our eyes open. Maybe there are some books laying around.
Well, it could be quite similar to how I was made. We could find out how.
Gendrick starts like looking in her collar and stuff. Like, are you
But
stitched together?
Not exactly like that. Just some of the same. Like just kind of like wondering.
Out of curiosity, what all did you identify last time? I just don't remember. I know you identified the sword, right? Or no, you just attuned the sword.
Yeah, I just attuned the sword and identified,
You identified
the
the collar?
shackles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
But you got this. Yeah, you got the axe attuned.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
that is all I did. Because I don't think anybody else cared.
No, we got that face painting kit, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It didn't seem pertinent, so I don't think we identified that one.
and we still do have a scroll of identify if we need it.
Alright, so we are
Moving along.
So this long ass hallway.
Yep, that nice long thin boy.
Okay.
Thin boy.
So which door are you going to get to there?
Is there
There are two doors that go into it.
a door?
Yeah, I say when we come back down this hall, going east, and go south through this room, west through this door, and then continue south into this big room, and then just go into the entrance of the hallway there at the end of this room, which
So
is not
the
numbered.
room that we found the axe in that has the doubloon door.
Yes.
No, the room that you found the axe in is up towards
Oh
the
yeah,
that
no,
one?
that's that one.
So it's south of that one. The big room south of that one, the south of the store.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going into that long hallway from the east.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Your key that you found will unlock that door.
Awesome.
Yeah. So as you, so you're just gonna walk down this corridor until it dead ends and then turn, or
Yeah, I mean,
follow the map as it were.
Yeah, follow
unless
the
you
map.
see something funky. Okay.
Unless we
Yeah.
see
So as you
something
enter through this door, the corridor begins to show more signs of wear and tear as it slopes downward rather steeply. As you come toward the first left turn at the end of that long hallway, a mouth appears on the far western wall and recites the following. If you have come this way, then you are obviously not in my employ. Tread carefully, interloper, lest the madness of this place consume you before I have my chance.
Well, that leads me to believe there's another way to get here.
Maybe so. I mean, this is quite a large place.
But I suppose we could risk it and just keep going.
We should definitely be careful. We may have already triggered some trap.
It's entirely possible. I will get out the compass
Okay.
and just hold it and walk out.
Just as you're walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just looking for traps as we go, any trigger plates or something.
Okay.
I don't know what they would have, but
Okay. How far do you want to proceed? I'll tell you if it gives you any indication.
I'm just gonna keep going until shit happens.
Okay. So you get
Or
down
we
to
reach
the
to a
you get
door.
down to where it turns to the east at the south of that that next corridor, and nothing is gone yet. There's just like there are some lights that blink on it, but nothing like that appears to be indicating anything to you.
And the corridor stayed the same ish.
It's continuing to slope down. The scale of these may not be precise. These corridors may be longer than what they show on the map. It may just be a representation, but yeah, it's sloping. And there are a couple of times where you take like stairways as you're going through these corridors. It's not. I just didn't map out the delta here because it would have just been a whole bunch of walking.
Gotcha.
You're basically descending into sort of a second level,
Okay.
as it were.
I will if we're walking for a decent amount of time.
Probably about 20 or 30 minutes.
And are we turning at all, or is it just straight?
It turns every now and then, but there's never like options. Like
Yeah.
it'll there's never like a T junction or a choice you have to make.
Right. Every time we do turn, I want to take out a piece of chalk
Okay.
and just mark an arrow in the way that we were going,
Okay. Yeah.
and then that's it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So eventually you get to where the map comes kind of back into scale, and you're about halfway along that southern long corridor.
Suppose it's good you're doing that. We stopped leaving a trail of bodies a while ago.
It's kind of disheartening. Not that we've stopped, but
If there are none to leave.
no.
Are you bloodthirsty, my friend?
No, just that we do leave a trail of bodies, but if they attack us, I suppose.
But the last ones were already dead, so that wasn't really.
It's still a trail of bodies.
Yeah. So you're about halfway down. Like I said, halfway down this long corridor. Someone
This
roll
one?
me. Yep.
The
So-
east one? East one?
Yeah. The southern one. Yeah.
West.
someone roll me a d12.
D12 with your new shit.
Niner.
Okay.
Big fan.
Yeah, you continue on and you get to that T junction on the eastern end. You can go north to the left, or you can go south to the right.
Well, look at the smaller section first, then.
We may as well.
Perhaps there's more pressure plates here.
Okay.
I guess we'll go look north.
Okay. Yeah, so you turn to the left and it quickly turns to the left again and starts heading back the way you were coming, just a different hallway. And you can see at the end of this hallway there is a statue of it appears to be somewhat of a regal knight. He's got a sword stuck down in front of him into the ground. He's got a helmet with the visor lifted back, big plume, a big stone statue. But it appears to be at the end of this hallway.
I'll go up and inspect it.
Okay.
Yeah. Not investigated.
All right. There's a plaque, sort of on the plinth, and it says Sir Tirgon Deidras, Defender of Morgrave.
Sir Teardron.
Tirgon.
Tirgon.
Tirgon. Deidras. Daridras.
Close enough. And that's Defender of Morgrave. you said?
Defender of Morgrave. Yep.
Is this some sort of mascot?
Perhaps. I'm gonna make a little think about it for a second and see if that name rings a bell.
The name?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Go for it. History.
18.
18. The name, not so much, but the idea that there's a defender of Morgrave, it it reminds you of something that you heard somewhere. Morgrave, the university, took its name from a small barony that was inside Breland way before the war. And so the name Morgrave University was taken from, and that barony was dissolved probably before the war. But the people that founded the university and started the university were from there, and so that's kind of the legacy of. So you get the idea that maybe the statue isn't referring to the university so much as it is the barony.
A hero of old.
Interesting.
Did one of you say you were going to investigate
Yes.
more than just? All right, yeah. Somebody can make an investigation with advantage if someone's going to help them.
I'll help you.
Okay. I'm pretty good at investigating things, guys. I am an investigator.
Hey.
I will take that. It was a little cocked. I feel bad about it. Even better.
Okay.
26.
Okay. Oh yeah, sure. So you notice a couple of things. First off, you can see that the statue, while it's not covered in dust, but it has a layer of dust on it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see handprints that look
On the
like
breasties?
No.
On the
That look like
backside.
it looks like somebody was behind the statue
Ooh.
and reached around and grabbed it about the waist.
I'll reach around.
Yeah, little reach around. Yep. This is what you come to the stream for.
It's a tall fellow what got behind that one.
Yeah, so you can see. You know what? You don't see anything.
Damn it.
No, yeah. So you see, and you can see that it looks like the stone has like a scrape pattern in it. It looks like maybe the statue can be like moved to the side.
It looks like we can probably move this thing.
What direction do the scrape patterns go?
It looks like that you would take it and slide it to, as you're looking at it right now, it would slide to the right, like into the wall.
I will assume the position.
Okay, well, you're in front of it, so you're just kind of grabbing it by its waist.
No, I want to get behind it.
Well, there's no way to get behind it.
Well, then how did that person get behind it?
You wouldn't be able to clamber over it.
Oh, well then
It's
I
too-
will
there's not enough
reverse assume
space.
the position.
Okay. Yeah, when you do, especially with what Ginger's pointing out, you just kind of feel around and you feel a like a little nodule or something that you could push.
I will push.
And you do, and when you do, you still have to physically move it, but you're able to slide it, and sure enough, the wall is illusory, and it just slides in, and you can see there's a small passageway behind it.
Oh,
Oh, looky here.
well, perhaps this is not the shorter way.
Maybe not.
But how small is it? Like, we talking like normal height? Small?
Small, like the passageway.
Yeah.
It's roughly the same as what you've been. It looks like the
Okay.
statue was put there to guard whatever this is.
Okay.
So that begs the question, should we forge ahead and see what's behind the wall, or should we look at the rest of the dungeon?
Did it make a lot of noise when we moved it?
Just the sound of stone scraping on stone.
You might want to check this out while we're here.
May as well. We should be on our guard. The one that left the message for us may be in here, since it's, somewhat well hidden.
Okay.
True.
So as you step past the statue, you can see the hallway does turn to the north just a little bit, and it's not on your map. But you can see that it's only maybe a 15 or 20 foot long hallway, but at the end of it, set into the wall, is what appears to be some sort of a circle, like a dragon in the shape of a circle. It's not quite eating its own tail, but it kind of has that Jormungandr sort of look to it. And there's just this green smoky portal swirling.
Well, it's not quite my area.
Do you recognize anything about that?
I might know what it is. I'm gonna walk over there and investigate it.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of look at it. There's not a whole lot to see, but you can make an Arcana check to see if you can kind of puzzle out what it is.
Probably not. That's a 12.
Okay. You figure it's some sort of a teleportation type thing, like that it might take you somewhere, but you're not really sure where. Or
Is it how big is it?
it's probably
Like
about
you can walk
8.
into it?
Yeah. It's about
Okay.
you'd have to step up over the bottom of the dragon, like a step up like a foot. But yeah, it's about an 8-foot diameter circle made by this dragon statue.
It's hefty.
I think it's a teleportation device. I can't really be sure we have to get in there, but it should take us somewhere.
Well, it might be the other way that you were talking about.
Perhaps.
No, this is always a great idea. We just teleport ourselves.
Well, we have made it this far. I would hate to teleport back to where we started.
That would be unfortunate.
Can't tell where it goes.
I can go in if you like.
Nah,
I don't know where I'll come out, or if I can come back.
that's no. Are there such thing as one-way portals?
Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
Are
Are there?
So it's actually not on the map.
This room.
No, this little chamber. It's basically where the stat. So you see where the hallway ends.
Mhm.
That's where the statue was. Then there's another hallway that just goes straight north off of that.
Okay.
Straight
north.
Do I know
Gotcha.
enough about them to know if it would like pop us out somewhere, or if there would be another door on the other side?
With that roll, you're not 100% sure. I mean, you feel that it's. Yeah, it's just not a great roll. Sorry. You're gonna have to take a leap of faith here if you want to go through it.
I don't really know. I would think theoretically that there would be a door on the other side, but it's not really my area.
Maybe we should take a look around first.
It's a good idea.
We may find somebody that knows more about this portal, or wall of death, or whatever it is.
Well, at the very least, if we have to run somewhere, we can always just run here and jump through.
Yes.
If we're going to die, we can die anyway.
I'd prefer to live, but
I would
guess
think
we'll-
that it would
But-
be used for some form of travel.
we should sally forth.
Yeah, I'll just turn around and
So you don't want to jump through it.
Thinking about it.
Look for some clues, maybe.
I will look for some
I
clues.
don't want to go by myself right now.
I will turn around and start walking out.
I'm not going skinny dipping if you guys aren't going skinny dipping.
You're gonna steal my clothes.
Okay.
What?
All right. So you head back.
That's up to you, Franklin. Would I jump through that bit?
I know, right?
I mean,
Whoa.
what could it hurt though, really? And besides, as well hidden as it is,
Sometimes the only way to really know is trial and error, and that means by taking risks. I'm kind of proof of that.
It's just, if we go back to the beginning, it's just so much walking to get back here.
have you been sent to the beginning before, as it were?
It's just what it sounds like.
I
He
see.
thinks there's some other way to get here, according to the weird mouth that appeared. So perhaps somewhere else we missed the other side of this circle. Perhaps behind that door that spawned the dogs that we never opened.
Maybe so.
You should probably charge your device. It sounds like it's dying.
Or, because we never actually saw a door, it could take us right to where we want to go. We could be doing much more walking to try to find the other end of that.
Gendrix is gonna walk up with his dagger and just stick it inside the thing and pull it back out and inspect the blade. Comes back out whole. No,
I mean,
like
it's there.
it's not melting or anything.
No.
No funky mist coming off of it.
You just stuck the blade in.
Yeah, I just stick the blade in and then pull it back out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't seem like
Are we
it
really considering going through
melted
this?
or corroded.
I think theoretically you would have to put your whole body in there in order for it to teleport you. I don't think that's how that works.
I was
I'll go,
I
and I
was-
just like step in.
Okay.
Genesis!
Yeah, she just steps up on the plinth and just walks right through. Disappears.
well.
I'll just immediately walk through.
Okay.
And just
Yeah.
audible sigh.
We try to walk through at the same time. Get a little
Yeah.
Three Stooge action going.
Okay. You following?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
He just gets up, hands us all a new character sheet.
Man, you're finally awake.
Okay, that was good.
Damn.
Throw that dungeon floor on the
This is
floor.
a Skyrim campaign now.
Okay.
You immediately
So-
appear in the monster's stomach.
Let's see.
I see a door.
Genesis.
Door, entrance, locked, keys.
But it's not any monster, it's a mod player. You're dead. I heart mod players.
I do want my flares. It's true.
He needs a hat that says that.
I need a shirt that says it.
And a hat.
Okay. This is not a chimera. It is a statue
Thank goodness.
Of a chimera.
of a dragon.
Oh.
I'll read you the description of the room.
Get a look at him on his good side. If you look at him on his
An
good side,
unnatural
he looks
darkness
like a
fills the
dragon.
upper reaches of this chamber, and the scent of ozone is strong. A dragon statue with gleaming green eyes sits against the northern wall, and a swirling portal of green smoke is set into the southern wall. That's the one you just came through.
Interesting.
Wait, it smells like fire. I can tell that.
No, it smells like ozone.
Shoot, just call it fire.
Not everything is fire.
It smells like your fire.
It's ozone. It's what it smells like after something has been on fire.
Well,
Ozone.
you will definitely know that.
I would know that, yeah.
What's that over there? Pointing at the statue. I'll go over there and kind of start taking a look at it.
All right, well, show me where you're going.
Yeah, I'll walk over there with him. Looks like a dragon.
Up, 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 up.
Stop. What's your passive perception?
13.
Mine is like a. It's up there.
A god number.
17.
17.
No,
Okay.
16. Sorry.
16. Okay. Okay. So back up one square. Because I will let you choose if you wish to proceed, but you would notice this. The color of the tiles changes right past the door. It's not very different, but it's just slightly. They have sort of a greenish hue to them.
Oh, wait.
What?
The floor's different.
You mean different?
Look closely. The tile we're standing on is different from the tile ahead of us.
I'll bend down and just kind of rub my finger along the tile.
Along the tile.
Just,
Well, yeah, it's a little bit dirtier here than it is there.
stick one finger out.
I need both of you, as you cross the threshold of the different color tiles, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, I didn't think my finger would affect anything. You know how fingers can be.
13.
18.
Okay, you both pass, so you take half damage.
Yay. 45 damage.
Alright.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. He's shaking like 15 dice.
They're just
over there.
D6s. They just. I did roll kind of good though.
They just rolled all sixes.
17 points of poison. Poison damage. Halved because you both succeeded.
So what?
So
8.
8 poison damage. And you can see what happens is as Oligar reaches down and touches, you can see the two eyes of the dragon like glow green, and out of its mouth just this like cloud of poisonous gas erupts.
Yeah, as he was like reaching out to do that, I would have also probably been reaching out too to like grab his hand, and then the gas hits us.
Yeah, you both manage to kind of bring your cloaks up or cover your mouth a bit, but it still does. But after it does, it sort of dissipates. You can see that as soon as you pull his hand back, the eyes stop glowing.
So are there any doors behind the dragon, or is it just one room? We can't see.
There's a big dragon statue on the
Okay.
north end of the room,
And there's just that one door to the...
and there's a door to
West.
the west.
Do the tiles still look different?
Yep. Yeah, they just have like this, like the tiles that you're standing on that are south of the door have just they're like a regular gray Minecraft cobblestone, and these appear to be like just a slight green cast to the stone, like they've got a little bit of mold or poison on them.
I just had this idea that would be terrible, but what if I just put the bag of holding over my head and like cinch it up and then just Frankenstein my way over?
You can survive for a little bit.
You hold your breath.
Have
maybe.
10 minutes.
Genesis, where are you? What are you doing right now?
I'm probably just like watching. I'm right behind them, but I'm
Okay.
kind of just like looking at the
Give me a
dragon.
perception check.
22.
22. You notice that in addition to these like green, almost gem-looking eyes, that the dragon has this ornate-looking headband, or like scarf or bandana or something around their brow. It doesn't look like part of a statue.
Okay. I think it has a headband that it doesn't really seem to fit.
A headband? What the fuck are you talking about? Dragons don't wear headbands.
Like the
Well, no, but
statue
that's
has
why
a
it's odd.
headband?
I think, and I like sort of pointed out to Genesis. It looks more like your type of
Genesis?
fabric. Gingerix. My bad. We should have picked different names.
Look, Genesis. I see that, Genesis.
G-Man.
Gendrix's.
That's fascinating, Genesis. What else do we see?
Forgive her, she's a freak anyway.
Do you think it would come off easily? Send a mage hand over to it.
Okay.
And the mage hand will gently tug at it to see if it'll.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be attached.
Okay, yeah, and then just pick it up and bring it back over to us.
Okay. Yeah, it's an ornate headband. It has like several jewels stuck in it.
It's interesting. Does it, what kind of like jewels are like, what color are they?
Varied. There's like look like little moonstones, little like fire opals.
Does it
Appear magic at all, or
Yeah.
do we just feel like it's like a rich cloth?
You could cast detect magic if you wanted to.
I don't have that.
Do you have any other way of knowing whether things are magic?
The only thing I have is dispel magic.
I'm not Matt Kovo, where humans just magically understand magic for some reason.
shots fired?
Oh yeah. All I
I
have
mean,
is
everything else that he does, it's
dispel.
fair that he does that, I guess. But I have a lot of leeway with you guys on a lot of other things. So
This is true.
you want to know if something's magic, you're gonna have somebody tell you, or else you're gonna have to have a way to know how.
Yes, we have the DM tux.
Right. You go find a DM in town, and they'll tell you.
You there?
Excuse me, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Stay a while and listen. All right. Well, it appears very nice. I don't know if I want to wear it right now. It may curse me or something.
It may
it's
curse
very
me or
possible.
something.
I don't think that sort of thing would stop her.
Would you like to try it on?
She's already cursed.
Is it like red or anything that she would?
Is there a
No,
single
it
ruby?
appears like that it's woven of like cloth of gold and.
I mean, if it's like any shape of like oranges, bronze, or reds.
I mean, it has
yeah.
fire opals in it.
Yeah. I do like the fire opals. I'll take it.
It is quite nice, though.
I'll just like the ratty scarf that she normally keeps. I'll sort of take that off and like toss it and like replace it with this one.
I mean, it's not like that. It's like a headband.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like a cloth circlet.
Can I put it like over my glasses?
I mean, you could put it around your head, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, when you put it on, you feel like it would require you to spend a little bit of time with it. It needs to be attuned.
Mm-hmm.
You have to bond with your circlet of cloth there.
You guys gotta get to know each other.
I think it's special somehow, but
This fire opal's
maybe
named George.
I'll find out.
Interesting.
Maybe it's the fire opals.
Well then.
Probably.
Do we need anything else on this dragon, or could we attempt to go through this door?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and check the door handle.
Okay, you can see that it looks like it's probably locked if you were coming in from the other way. Seems like it's probably open from this side.
Okay. Then,
Like
yeah,
you can just undo the lock.
Yeah, I'll undo the lock and
Okay.
creak the door open and see what I see.
Okay. It goes out into a hallway. Okay. I'm not telling you where you're at because you have no way of knowing.
I have a feeling.
If you
we're
can,
right here in this area.
if you can figure out the direction. So the door comes out into a short hallway that turns to the right.
Okay.
Which goes to a short hallway that turns to the left.
Okay, I know where we were.
Okay. So now that you have intuited,
I have an idea that that's where we are.
okay. Yeah, you that's right.
Cool.
Okay, so you can take that hallway. You can keep going straight, or you can take the hallway to. To the south.
There's one way to the south.
Yeah, show them where you're at.
Yeah, Right here, we're at this T junction right here.
Oh, I didn't know we came out of the room. I was looking in the room.
Yeah, yeah, he just came out of the
I
room.
just couldn't tell.
All right. What do you think? It looks like from the map that if we continue going west, it wraps around and there's a dead end. Maybe there's some more valuables there.
Couldn't hurt.
I like valuables.
Yeah, it looks like there's quite a lot of options in the other way, so I would agree.
Perhaps the tower there. I don't know.
So we'll go west.
Go west down the hall to the dead end.
Okay, it actually isn't a dead end. It continues, like you get to where it looks like a dead end on the map, and then there's stairs that start to wind and climb back up.
Okay. What do you think? Shall we go up or shall we stay here?
We were already here. We could just go up and see what's there.
Very well.
Why not?
I'm just trying to make sure that we cover our bases. I wouldn't want to leave anything valuable behind.
Or
You invaluables.
what we came here for.
Well, yes, that too, but that's the most valuable thing, obviously. Perception check.
All right, so what are you doing?
I think we're going up.
You going up?
Yep.
All right, how long do you go up?
How long does it go up? Like 5 minutes. Are we still going up?
Yep.
This is going to be a while. I know I'm going to say this, and immediately
Regret it? Yeah.
the next step up will be where we exit. But there's a lot of stuff still left down there, and we are still walking up.
Let's give it just another 5 minutes, maybe. See.
That is a long stairway.
Perhaps it's a stairway to heaven.
We've been underground for a day now. Okay.
Roughly.
I think it's more of a stairway to hell.
Going up.
Hey, there's 7 layers of hell, man. Dante's Inferno.
Are there 9?
9.
Sorry.
9.
I'm gonna try to correct you, my bad.
All right, which way are we going?
I guess we're going up again for another 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like all the passageways that you came down at the start of the session. It's flat for a while and it descends and it's kind of meandering. The same kind of thing is going on here. But after about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you come up to an iron door that you can see has a very pronounced glyph on it.
Is it? Because you told me I can read runes.
I
runic
mean, you understand magical runes, but
it's not that.
yeah, but not. I mean, it is that, but you don't understand it to the point of like you can read them, like you know what they are.
Okay.
Like you can recognize them. Oh yeah, that's a magic rune, but like what they actually stand for, you're not a wizard,
Okay.
so you're not really sure.
You're
This
not
could be
the
very
wizard,
dangerous.
Harry?
Yeah, I don't understand this at all.
Well, it's a rune of some sort, but I couldn't tell you what it is or what it says.
You've never seen anything like this before? What about you with your magical puppets?
I just make them out of wood. I don't know anything about runes.
This is
I
very-
came from a farm. Okay?
You also turn into other people. There are
Quite
strange
well.
things in the world.
Better than other
I'm gonna
people turning
start. I'm
into
gonna turn
hers.
into Oligar and I'm gonna start mimicking him.
Yes, that's going to help us get through the door.
Yes, it's gonna help us get to the door.
This is quite funny when I'm not the one that is being turned into.
I'll kind of walk over to it and like not touch it, but sort of wave my hand in front of it and see if it does anything.
Does
Is it
it
like-
look like you could press it?
No, it looks like it's inscribed on the door.
So it's not glowing. It's not. It's just.
I mean,
like
it's
a
got a
regular
faint glow, like faint sort of orangish glow to it.
orange is glow.
Hmm.
Orange is glow.
Do you think maybe if you cast a spell on it, it would cause the magics to fade?
I can try fire.
That I mean, that may burn the door.
Back
That's
down.
maybe the only thing she knows.
I know actually a good bit of things, but I just do fire well.
I see. Well, I mean, no one can argue that. You're quite wonderful at fire.
You don't have to tell me. I know.
It was whatever. What if we step back down the hall a bit and have Sir Gilliam maybe rap on the door?
I mean, I haven't had time to write some cool poetry yet.
Yo, yo, yo.
So, I mean, I really don't know what he's going to say.
Made of wood, and I am good.
I mean, I suppose.
So I guess.
can knock on the door, if you just want someone to knock on the door.
But what if the door explodes? What if hellhounds jump out and bite your ankles?
We can rebuild him.
I mean, she doesn't
can
really
rebuild
have
him.
ankles. I looked down at her feet.
Oh, okay then. I'll move back like a few feet.
Okay.
I'll move back a lot of feet.
Yeah. So your puppets can go 30 feet?
Yeah.
60.
Well, 60.
60? Oh, I go 65.
Alright, so I'm gonna send both of them to, like, slam on the door.
Okay. Yep. They go up. Sounds like they're knocking on an iron door.
Why don't you cast a firebolt at it?
Okay.
I'm gonna moodily move my puppets after I hear that.
Yeah, I'll cast a fireball at it.
Okay. Roll to hit. The door.
Meanwhile, two puppets are like,
15.
Okay. Okay. You hit.
I'm gonna roll damage on the door.
I mean,
They're not even breathing. You just
it-
see
Do I
like they
need
have
to?
acid
I mean, it hits and
faces,
the
but-
fireball just sort of dissipates.
It was very pretty, at least.
it's a spectacular display. I guess we should go then.
Did we check for a keyhole? Or is it just a glyph?
Well, the glyph caught most of my attention. I didn't see if there was a keyhole or
I mean,
not.
there was a doorknob.
There's a doorknob.
Perhaps we could just try the doorknob.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want me to send one of the puppets?
I mean, the door seems harmless enough. We should send Oligar.
I'll go inspect the door.
Okay. It's a door.
Handle.
It's a door handle.
Has it got a key?
Nope.
I will jiggle the handle.
Okay. It jiggles
Is it locked?
satisfactorily. I mean, you jiggled it.
That's what it means when you jiggle the handle.
Oh, okay. No, it seems like it'll turn.
Oh, okay. I mean, shit, I'll turn it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Door opens into the big auditorium.
Yeah.
Where you fought the hellhounds. And you see the glyph like sort of flare, but you're on the non-activating side of it. So.
I will close the door.
Okay.
I'll turn around.
Okay.
We just made a circle.
Well, that's the auditorium.
Okay. So that's that then. That's where we came up at. So we like are way the fuck. That connects to that. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay. Cool. Well then, we know our quick way in and out, I suppose.
Quick, it took us 15 minutes to walk all the way up here.
Well, it's quickish.
It's quicker.
I think we've been here for almost a day. We could come back and investigate the rest later.
I mean, but we've already slept here once, so.
And we have rations.
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss the sun?
No, I'm just a little claustrophobic. That's it. I'm claustrophobic sometimes.
Well, there's a big room here on this. You could stand inside this room for a
It's
moment.
not the same. We could come back
I'll
and
give you some
investigate later.
space. And I'll start walking back down this
Okay. So unless anybody else is gonna tarry here, about 20 minutes later, you're back
Yeah.
on the map.
Yeah, and then I'll investigate the south entrance there.
The south entrance.
Okay, so the south.
The 3x3 right here.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
start there.
All right. Okay. So you make your way over to that door,
Unless anyone has objections.
and let's see.
Roll initiative. Okay.
There it is. It's a heavy iron door, and it appears to have a coating of that same metal that's in the teeth on the axe that you found.
Oh,
The
interesting.
bayeshk.
The whole door is coated in that?
Just portions of it,
It's a heavy
like
door.
the banding on it
Hmm.
is coated in that.
I will knock on the door.
Okay.
No sounds come out.
It rings quite hollowly. Like, doom, doom.
Interesting.
Open the door.
I don't know why they would coat this door in Bayeshk.
Open it.
I will.
Well, it would be to keep something out, right?
Or to keep something from, or keep something in, maybe.
We'll see. Is it locked?
Yeah.
I will unlock it
Okay. With the master key?
with the master key.
Yep. It opens.
And I will, when I unlock it, what does it open in or
Yep.
out?
It pushes in.
Pushes in?
Mhm.
Alright. Well, screw that. I'll just push it in.
Okay. This room has no walls. Instead, it is a vast and barren waste for as far as the eye can see. Creatures of impossible physiology float, slither, and bound across horrifying geometries. A distant voice swells just out of sight, beckoning all to give into the rapture that awaits just beyond the portal. I need a wisdom saving throw from Oligar.
Oh, yeah.
Still not high.
25.
Don't go into the light,
You
Caroline.
pass. You know without a doubt that you are staring into the vast wasteland that is Joriat, the Plane of Madness.
Shit. I will close the door.
Okay.
Relock the door.
Okay.
Anything good in there?
No.
No,
There's
come on, let me see.
Nothing good in there. No. And I will stick the key in my pocket.
Did we get a glimpse in there at all?
Did you try to look in?
I want to say she would, but I'm scared to.
I'm going to say that since you asked, you did, so I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Kendrick was probably looking at his fingernails or something.
You're just waiting on the tally. 500 gold in here. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Does
I'll
a
take my
9
portion of
work?
that.
A 9 does not work. I need you to roll me a D100, please.
Oh shit. Got a little madness going on.
I mean,
She's
I
gonna
feel
go
like
back
she
to
already
blubbering all her spells again.
Hey, you didn't fail it by enough to get a worse madness.
100?
A 100?
Or is that a 10? I never know.
It's,
It's, like
it's
2
double zero and a
zeros.
1.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Okay.
Genesis just stands transfixed. Roll me a D10.
8.
Okay. Yeah, she's just like, you close the door and look at her and are like, what did you do? And she's just like,
Oh, God.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna poke her. I'm gonna be like,
She stared in the door. Did anyone else
Hello?
stare into the door?
maybe it's the claustrophobia that's getting to her.
What is in there?
It's Joriat, the Plane of Madness.
Oh my. Genesis, hello.
If I like push her too hard, is she gonna like fall over because she's like limp?
I don't know. Do you push her?
Yeah, I'm gonna push her a
She
little
falls
bit.
over.
I'm gonna look
pick her
for-
up and stand her back up. Be like,
Roll me-
we'll just
roll me-
pretend that
roll me a
didn't happen.
D6.
4.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage and become unparalyzed from falling over and twisting your ankle.
Damn.
Jesus, Riven.
I didn't mean to.
Where, are you back now? Where did you go?
Am I?
Yeah, you're not paralyzed anymore, but yeah, there is a. That's the second madness you failed, right?
Yes.
Just keep a little tally of those for me if you don't mind.
God.
Where did you come from? Where did
Yeah,
you come
there is definitely there's like a dark spot in your mind. You know that something terrible happened. You don't know what, but there's just like Cthulhu is getting closer.
Nice. I will go through, I guess, the door
Lorraine.
directly opposite of this one.
Directly opposite.
I'm only
the
ever kind of like
west.
Ginger's and be like, just pretend I never showed her over. I don't think she
I just have to go
remembers
back to the map. So you head straight west. Okay.
That Arlen's door scenario.
Let's see here. Southeast door. This is a heavy iron door. It's the same Bayeshk bandings. It appears that it is rusted shut.
This one has the same bandings. I will go to the other door to see if it has the same bandings.
This one has the same bandings, but it has like on a prison door, a little slot that you can open to look in
Oh,
to
nice.
talk to the prisoner. It has one of those.
I will open that.
Okay, roll me a D100.
I kind of like this place. Endless possibilities.
15.
15. Okay. This large square chamber appears to have been ransacked by a creature that has gone mad. A pile of gems, coins, and items sits in the northwest corner of the room, and a large creature floats above the pile, reciting some sort of ancient poetry. The creature that you see is you see him from behind, is a large spherical creature with stalks.
Motherfucker.
As you slide open the little viewport, it makes a sound of steel grinding on steel, and the thing whips around.
You're gonna have to roll a new character.
And it has one giant eyeball and this mad grin, and it just says, "So, Tragram has found new friends, I see." Roll me a d10.
D10. 4.
Okay,
Shit.
maybe that's not bad.
No.
Let's see, what's a 4?
I don't think it's as
death
bad.
ray, is it?
I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck. Heck yeah. Fuck. 6.
A 6. Your speed is halved. In addition, you can't take reactions, and you can take either an act. You're basically slowed.
Did I get hit by a frostbolt or something?
No, you got hit by a slowing ray.
A slowing
One of the
ray.
eye stalks came to looked at you and just, and this bluish, sort of pale blue energy just shot through the viewport and just hit you dead in the face.
And I'm like,
I'll shout through, "We're no friends of Tragrams, hold your eye fire!"
and I'm just trying to close it in super slow mo.
Roll me a D100. Do you want high or low?
I like low.
Okay.
I got high, 70.
Roll me a D10.
Because I got high. Because I got high.
Trying to get hit with
7.
the death ray.
7.
I think that's only a stone ray.
Raven's
Wisdom
gonna hit
save.
the floor.
6er.
Gendrix falls asleep.
I can't be put to sleep, I don't think. I'm an elf.
You're an elf. Elves can't be put.
He gets hit. That's true. Yeah. No, it's sleep ray. You get hit dead in the face by this grayish green ray, and you're just kind of And about that time, old guy gets the.
Was that what I think it was?
What happened to you?
Nothing?
What happened to him? What is going on in this place?
But Gendrix being a little, over a century old, would he have some idea of what a beholder is?
You can give me a Arcana check.
It's gonna be an 18, Bob.
Yeah, you've heard of beholders. They're some of the aberrant creatures that the Dalkir brought to Eberron 7,000 years ago when Joriat was coterminous with Eberron. And like other aberrant mind flayers, your general underdark mind flayery type creatures, intellect devourers, mind witnesses, all those types of things, beholders. Those were the armies of the Dalkir when the Dalkir assaulted Eberron and tried to turn it into Joriat West Coast, but they failed.
Okay. I'd put all my money on it. He came from in there and point backwards towards the other door.
Yeah, well, if he came from in there, how did he get in there? Who closed him in there?
I'm just trying to look at both doors.
Geary the turtle.
All right.
Yeah, after about a minute, it wears off.
I have good news and bad news.
What's that?
There's a lot of treasure in that room.
Please don't say the T word.
There are.
But you saw what was in there.
I think we could take him.
Take him where? I don't think he's gonna come to our funeral.
How big is it? I didn't see it.
I mean, I think he'll come
Yeah.
to our funeral.
I mean,
our
you
funeral's
have
here.
no idea.
How big was it?
Like a fat kid left alone with too much cake.
It's not very
From what you saw, about an 8-foot diameter sphere. The mouth probably, when it was fully open, was about 3 feet. The fangs were about a foot long. The central eye was the size of a basketball, maybe a little bit bigger.
Honestly, I'd be traumatized from that picture.
I'll
If I
describe
saw that in real life.
I mean, you've seen that in real life. Oh, you mean
No, like in real
Mike
life.
Wazowski and his girlfriend had a baby, and they got fat.
But it has
Have you
no
seen
legs.
that picture?
Who is Mike Wazowski?
Don't worry about it.
Mike Wazowski.
I don't know that we can take it. And I'll go into like the spiel about how it was, you know, the army and this, that, and the other, and talk about how it could very well be that thing is, you know, 7,000 years old and this, that, and the other.
But it is trapped behind an iron door. Granted, there is Baesh on it.
You do have a Baesh weapon.
I do, but
Gendrix has this wonderful duality going on right now. Like, there's the sensible guy that doesn't want to die, and then there's the idiot that wants the money.
you could just shoot it through the door.
Sure good.
Yeah, I feel like it shot you through the door.
It did indeed do that.
It shot me through the door, but whatever it was, it didn't do anything to me.
So you're impervious to it. You should go in there and fight it.
That what hit me was a different color than what hit him, though.
You're impervious to it. You should go find it.
1-on-1.
I tried to reason with it. It wouldn't have any of that.
It just slowed me down a little bit.
Maybe it's harmless. maybe being 7,000 years old, it's lost all of its luster.
Its
Well,
power's just not quite behind it anymore.
if it's only the size of a fat kid who ate cake, I feel like we should get it.
It was a rather large fat kid, like a fat ogre kid.
2 different campaigns in a row. You think I'm gonna have a reasonable beholder in 2 in a row? I like it though.
I mean, I could try sitting my puppets in there, but I would like not to lose one of them.
I'm pretty sure if we open the door, then all Joriet will break loose.
I mean, maybe we could shove them through the hole.
I'm gonna go up and knock on the door
Okay.
without opening the slot.
Okay.
Any response at all? You in there? Hello?
If you want to talk, come inside.
Well, I'm afraid that you'll try to do whatever it is that you tried to do to me before, and I'm not a fan of that.
That is quite an astute observation on your part.
I'm curious to know, did you come from the room opposite this door?
No.
Are you a fan of the Realm of Madness?
I will not answer any more questions unless you come in.
Well, I guess we
Okay.
can't send him home.
We'll close your eye, and I will come in.
Didn't he have multiple eyes? It's like a shitload of eyes.
Give me a persuasion check.
Just the one, please.
The time you convince the beholder.
Okay. No.
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's a 28 with a nat 20.
Gendrix doesn't charm dragons, he charms beholders.
Do we know it's a beholder in there? Like, has anyone said that?
He does.
We just keep saying it's a monster. You know it has more than one eye.
I've never seen a beholder, I just know about them.
He says, very well.
You want to send one of my puppets?
All right. And I say, I'm going to look and make sure that your eye is closed. And I'll crack the thing open and look inside.
Roll with D10.
3.
Wisdom save.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you get hit with a ray. It hits you square. It hits you square in the face. And for a second, you're like, I should be afraid of this thing. But then you just kind of shrug it off, saying, no. Do you leave the gate open?
I just say something like, now that's getting annoying and I'm tired of it, and I slam the thing shut.
Okay. Yeah, he had his big eye closed. He did as you asked.
So I want to try.
Y'all got lucky he hadn't hit a damage ray yet.
All right.
I want to
If you
try
do, it's bad.
to. I want to try to like crack the door open and cast major image of myself coming through the door and then slam the door shut. Is what I want to try to do.
Do you have to have line of sight for major image?
Let's find out. Illusion. As long as you're within range of the illusion, you can use your action to cause the image to move to any other spot in range. As the image changes location, you can alter its appearance so that movements appear natural for the image. It says so long as I'm in range.
Okay. I would say that you would need someone else to like do the
I can just open the
opening
door.
and closing of the door. But
I'm gonna like leave the room or like not where if it escapes where it can't get me.
you're backing out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you backing
Is
out of
the
the way?
door big enough for it to like come through?
I mean, it's a door-sized door.
Well, I was thinking, I was like, if it's like an 8-foot giant circle, it couldn't like.
I
fit
mean,
through
a
the
fat
door.
kid-
It's like
can
it's
squeeze
like
through
as
there.
big as the rig around. Like
Yeah, so I'm like,
It's
it's
a
a
big door.
normal sized door,
the door's big.
I mean, they're normal-sized doors.
so it can't come through.
I mean, you don't know what the internal
Genesis
scale
doesn't
of
think.
physiology of a boulder is.
Can it squish
I'm
itself
off to
like
the
a cat?
side so that it
Happy
can't
fun ball.
shoot me through the door,
Do
but I'm
everything
still
with Happy
standing
Fun
there
Ball.
close.
Okay.
I'll open the door if you want to.
Let's do it quick. I'm whispering this. Let's do it quick. I don't want him to, hit any of us.
Alright, I will open it and then close it.
Okay. So it does take a full action for you to cast a spell.
Okay.
So the door is open for a little while,
Okay.
unless you kind of prepare it beforehand. Either way, it's
That
gonna be
was-
open for a little while.
It was my intention to like, as the door's opening, to be able to just go, and so like get it ready. and
Okay.
then-
Well, if that's the case, then I need you to make just a probably like sleight of hand,
Okay.
just to time it up.
Sleight of hand. I like this green one, but he's probably gonna start rolling shitty. 7.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of give him the nod to open it like a little early. Roll me a d10. And Oligar, you can roll me a d10 as well.
7 again.
Shit. 5.
7, you're good. A 5.
He hits me. I'm like, God
Make
damn
a
you.
Constitution saving throw.
11.
There goes the damage, right?
Alright.
Oi.
Uh,
Oi.
This grayish. No. This is a pinkish ray with like bright blue through the middle of it.
I would say I'm not dumb enough to open the door like, I'm gonna wait, but,
You take 29 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Alrighty then.
How are you looking?
Like a
Shit.
zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see he like Oligar literally like wilts and withers as he is innervated.
Oh, perhaps he's not
cast-
harmless.
Or we use
Isn't
Cure
it pretty?
Wounds.
wouldn't say so.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds, and it'd be plus my spellcast modifier,
Mhm.
so that'd be +4, right?
Plus your charisma, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna have. I don't remember this puppet's name.
Was it Barnaby?
No, it's
Yeah.
Brother Maynard.
Brother Maynard just walks up and like whacks him with the stick.
I mushed them together. Barnaby, Brother Maynard. I suppose.
So that was the 2. That was
Okay,
the
so you have
6.
your thing in there. Let's see. He gets to make a save to see if he believes it's real, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
so.
What kind of
It's close interaction. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence check. So yeah, if he's examining, he
An
can.
intelligence check or an intelligence saving throw?
It says an intelligence check
Interesting.
against my spell save DC.
That's nice because he actually is proficient in saving throws.
That's good.
but since he only gets to use his check, it's 5 less.
This is YQ again one more time.
Oh, but he rolls a 19 plus 3.
Yeah, that's gonna
That's gonna
definitely
be
beat my
an
DC.
Yeah, so he just sort of looks at it.
11.
Oh, actually, you
Yeah.
don't know what he's doing. You can't see through the image, can you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. He just sort of says,
Okay.
"Oh, I thought we had a deal here, little spellcaster."
I assumed that you wouldn't try to shoot me or my friend.
Actually, do you have to concentrate on that spell?
Yeah, I do.
You feel yourself lose concentration on it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll say, well, I was under the assumption that you weren't going to shoot me when I looked through the flap.
You did not ask me to not shoot you. You asked me to close my eye.
Well, I suppose that's true.
You must understand, Tragram does not feed me well. When little morsels walk in, I must do what I can.
So who is this Tragram to you?
Oh, he is the warlock who does experiments here. He is somewhat fascinated with our plane.
I see. Would you like to go back to your plane?
I will not answer any more questions unless you come in.
Do you get a lot of company down here?
No. There are a few mind flayers who live deep down below.
Mind flayers, you say?
Yes, I would prefer to eat you before they get your brain. It is a tasty part of you.
I see. Well, I would prefer you not eat
I
me.
mean, it wouldn't be a very sufficient meal for him.
But
I
would
should
also,
not recommend you enter.
I would also prefer to have that pile of nice things that you have in the corner there.
Oh, I like my pile of nice things.
You wouldn't be willing to part with them for passage back to your home plane? I know that this door is covered in some stuff that you might not find very nice.
I have no desire to return home.
So this is your home now, this small room that you reside in.
Oh, no. There is plenty of space for me to travel.
Where do you travel?
There is a door on the other side of the room that is unlocked that I can go through.
Oh, where does it go to? Tell me more.
It goes where those mind flayers are, the lower levels of this dungeon.
Ah, I see. The lower levels. So apparently, I mean, you guys can all hear this, I'm sure, but there are mind flayers in the lower levels of the dungeon. They also came from the same plane that he did.
Do I know what they are? Or
Mind
have I heard of
flayers?
them?
Yeah, I mean, mind flayers are kind of like. The lore of them is pretty extant.
They like brains. They like smart brains.
I wonder if they would be interested in mine.
They'd be interested in about half of our brains.
That's probably true.
I think you all have a score of over 10, so they would be interested in all of your brains.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Some for a
actually,
snack,
I
some
have
for a meal.
11.
Yeah, your snack. You're a
Look at
sneaky,
his snack.
sneaky
Look at
sneak.
it as a meal.
An aperitif.
I've heard they're quite formidable. I don't think we should venture that far.
I don't think so either. So, this Tragram, he is your master? Is that what I'm to understand?
No, he just moved in here one day and started doing work. I haven't been able to get past this Bayesh door for hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years, you say.
Is that why you haven't eaten them yet?
Well, if I could get past the door and its filthy traps, then I would get out. But I cannot.
And you don't eat the mind flayers?
No, they do not taste very good.
But I mean, they're at least food, right?
No,
So there's not better food in your home plane?
I haven't been there in quite some time. I do not know.
How long have you not been there?
Thousands of years.
Thousands of years. That's a long time to be away from home, my friend.
It is. But this is my home now.
You know, I was away from Breland for quite some time, and I felt quite homesick. But you know, when I arrived back, I was really quite happy. You can ask them. I did a dance. I wrote a song about it.
I am not some puny mortal like you.
No, you're a great, beautiful thing.
Yes,
with
I
all
am.
that power you have there,
You are right.
And you're
all
fat.
that power that you've
And you kinda
accumulated
smell.
in the millennia that
I
you've
assume
been
that
here.
smells you.
Can you tell your little friend to be quiet? She is not making me happy.
Excuse me, I'm trying to tell our new friend here that he would probably prefer it much more in his home. Don't you think?
No, I like it here.
Why do you like it here?
Because you just said it was just home.
I have a whole expanse that I can rule over here.
don't you think that in the time that you've been away, that you've become powerful enough that you can rule over the expanse of the Plane of Madness?
Ah, well, there are many Delkir on Joriat.
Don't you
They are not very smart, but they are quite powerful.
Well, aren't you very
someone-
smart?
I am very smart.
You are very
And aren't
smart.
you quite powerful?
I am.
So don't you think that you could use your smarts as well as your power to overtake them? And
But there is an entire civilization of Delkir. They created all of us.
they created all of you,
Yes.
and then they left you here.
Well, they were defeated. We got stuck.
But they brought you here, and then now you're stuck here.
But I like it here.
But you like it here. But how much room do you have? What is the expanse that you control? Isn't the
Hundreds
planet
of rooms.
hundreds of rooms? Don't you want hundreds of miles of your own territory?
No. I like my rooms. I like my dungeon. People find their way in sometimes.
Yes, as we did. And now
There are other entrances on the lower levels. Portals and things of that nature. Perhaps you will find your way into my lower chambers, and then I will feast upon you.
Where is the wizard?
Oh, he's somewhere about, I'm sure. He's not through this door. I would eat him if he came in here.
Well, at least he's honest.
He is not that powerful. He is rather smart, though. Quite the alchemist, I understand.
So you said traps
And
on
quite the
sword.
artificer. Also,
alchemist, the artificer,
perhaps not 100% alive either.
Oh, well, that is interesting.
So, is he dead? Did you eat him?
No, I told you.
Does your mind flayers eat him?
No, he doesn't come here. He hasn't come through this door.
Does he ever come to talk to you?
No,
Does he not like you?
I don't know. I don't stay here very often. You're actually pretty lucky that I was here.
I see. How long do you tend to stay in this room?
Oh, I recite a few poems, and then I head back down into the lower reaches.
I see.
I
Well,
look,
I
at
guess
this
it's-
I look at this beautiful belt that I have here, and this beautiful sword, and
I-
all of this gold.
I guess it's time for us to leave then. We'll just let you say your poetry. We'll be on our way.
Fucking Vogon poetry.
Not that you would know it, but it's Sarlonan poetry.
Yeah. Be like, yes, we'll leave now, and be like, let's go.
You know, we could just come back.
You hear the poetry pick up again in a language you don't understand.
All I'm saying is, he's been pretty truthful thus far. If he leaves, we can go in. We can quickly. You can guard the door that he's coming through with your axe that he's probably scared of. We can scoop up as much treasure as we can, and then
You
we can.
think he's really gonna be scared of him when he has eyes that shoot lasers?
If he's not there, it's not going to matter.
Well, what if he's gonna do when he's gonna guard the door? What if the thing comes back?
If he's had thousands of years to study subjects that come in here, more than likely, someone has had that plan before.
He might. I mean, beholders are very smart. He may be outsmarting me. However, I feel as though, apart from my mishap, I apologize for that, by the way. I'm pretty quick.
She hurted it.
It hurted it. It turns you into an old man for a while.
Felt the need to tell people to get off my lawn. I even have one.
So we are to wait here until he leaves the room?
I just realized that asking him to close his eye actually fucked you.
Really?
Yeah, because it makes his eye rays not work. That's great. His anti-magic code makes his eye rays not work too. That's so good.
I'm lost.
I don't.
If he closes his big eye, he can't shoot the other
No,
rays.
his big eye makes an anti-magic cone for 60 feet in front of him. Anything in that cone, magic doesn't work, which is why your major image disappeared. But it also makes his eye rays not work in that if you're standing in there and he shoots into the cone, the ray just dissipates.
Oh shit.
Because you told him to close his eye.
Oh.
Hendrix didn't know that much about him.
It's so good. That's excellent.
So your knowledge was big ball, lots of teeth, many eyes.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That's a good amount of knowledge.
Come
Yeah.
come from another plane, brought here by against their will. Yeah.
Probably.
All right, so are we going in
Delta.
to fight the beholder, or are we going somewhere else?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I
don't
believe we
think-
should come back here once we are finished, and we should see if he's still there reciting poetry.
Yes,
I'm only against the door.
I
Is
don't
he
know
still
how
reciting
long
poetry?
what I'm going to call Sarlolian poetry lasts, but it's probably going to be.
Ode to a small growing clump of whatever. Yeah, I mean, if he's gone when we come back, he will probably call out to us a couple of times to try to taunt us if we're there.
That's fair.
Or he might even, loudly announce that he's leaving, and then wait for a while.
It's rather unlikely, but would be quite fortuitous.
Trying to outsmart a beholder is not an easy task. I'm no brilliant genius.
Have you come across many of them?
No, I've never seen one before. I've heard many stories.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take out a band-aid that says Gendrix was here. And I'm going to slap it on myself.
Okay.
I picture he's literally like putting them on terribly, like they have like wrinkles and shit. He's just like.
Yep.
All right, where are we heading?
Back through the portal.
Yeah, I guess back to the portal and
Okay.
continue to the south part.
Okay. So you're just gonna go all the way to that door into that
South
big
part.
rectangular room.
Yeah, but as they walk off, I kind of hang around the door for a second, and I put my hand on the door and I go, I could just get a little bit of life force, and then I just kind of wander off.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, you're
suck
starting to
and
get a
drive
little.
through the-
You're starting to get a little peckish.
Yep.
Suck and drive through the door.
If only it worked that way.
Okay.
Some of that
So you
hot
get down
aberration.
to that door. It is a wooden door.
Is it locked?
It does appear to be locked.
I will pull out the trapper finder
Okay.
and check for traps.
Okay. You can make a perception check
I want a nag picker.
with advantage.
What was that thing
check.
called?
Huh?
A nag picker. What was
A
it called?
nitpicker.
Nitpicker. What are those?
I'm scared.
You said perception?
I have
Yep.
to tell you the story.
Perception. 17.
Okay. It does appear to be trapped. You can see there is, basically as you look, it looks like there's a catch arm that is connected to, that will activate some sort of a glyph.
Gendrix, look at this. And I'll show him the catch arm. Do you know how to disarm this?
I'll take a look at it and to feel like I could maybe tinker around with it and disarm it.
Yeah, you can try to disarm it if you want.
Thieves' tools.
Sure.
I will take a step back. And then some.
Now, I'm going to ask you this question.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you would know to say this. Are you going to, because we found the trap, we know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to see, can I disarm it, or are you going to work to disarm it?
I'm going to try to disarm it.
Okay,
Yeah, that's,
go for it.
if I feel like I can, I will try.
Okay.
22.
Oh, wow. Okay. It was an IDC, but that does it. Because there's an easier way to do that trap, but that works. It has an IDC to actually disarm, but you
Dope.
got it. It's a 20.
Nice.
But yeah, so you basically the catch arm that looks like it's gonna make whatever magic bit hit that glyph and activate it. You manage to undo it and slightly let it fall to the floor, and it appears that you have disarmed the trap.
Child's play.
I will unlock the door
Okay.
and walk on through.
All right. When you walk in, this room appears to have once been a lecture hall. Rows of benches extend from the southern wall facing a lectern and scribing board on the north. Several corpses litter the ground in various states of decomposition. The trap is not triggered, so they do not stand up and start trying to kill you.
Good deal.
I want to go examine the corpses. Do they look like the other room where we saw the little?
No. These look. These are. There are several zombies that are just in sort of rags, but there are 3 skeletons that are, as far as skeletons are concerned, in very good state of repair. They're wearing nice armor that has the Karnath crest, like emblazoned on the breastplate. They have helmets. They have a Karnath rune inscribed in the skull. You probably don't know anything about this, but if you tell them about that, they probably know about this.
Hey guys, these guys have Karnath runes and stuff.
Yeah, like this is.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
These are Karnathi skeletons, like that are from the Karnath army, like
Shit.
that were raised. Like the Karnath, the majority of the Karnath army is zombies and skeletons.
I really hope that the trap that I disarmed is what was supposed to bring them back to life, because those skeletons mean business.
Usually they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are not rank and file skeletons. These are like Karnath soldiers that were brought back through some dope necromancy.
Dope ass.
It's best not to disturb them.
No, I think we should definitely don't touch them, Rip.
I mean, did you? Like, I mean, you saw that it was a magical trap. If somebody wanted to inspect it and see what the heck was up, then you could.
No, I have no idea about
I
that
will
trap.
inspect it and see
Okay.
what the heck is up.
I don't have any
Give
sort
me
of
an Arcana check.
magic detection.
Can I help her?
Yeah, you can.
I will help you.
Should probably do that the other way, but I'm gonna let you do it this way.
Nope, it's gonna be his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should have
No
done
freaking clue.
It's gonna be fine though, you know? It looks like magic to me.
Yeah, whatever
So I could see
she's
better
trying
if you
to,
weren't in the way.
whatever she's trying to figure out, like she like wipes out the rune, and you're like, well, I thought I knew what it was, but
Now it's got a bunch of fingerprints going across
Yeah.
it.
You just changed the whole meaning.
Oh, you shouldn't touch stuff like that.
You're summoning the
I
apocalypse
can't
now.
read it.
Well, you couldn't read it anyways because you can't read runes.
Well, if you get your head out of the way.
Spicy. Yeah, I'll just kind of wander around the room looking at everything else.
having a look see.
Yeah, having
Okay.
a look-see.
Give me investigations.
Why do I use this dice?
I don't know.
Fuck me. 11.
Okay. There's a lot of books on shelves, but you're not really sure. You know, it looks like books. Some of them look like they're old and moldy, and
It looks like books.
This place is probably once a place of learning, but there's just garbage everywhere now. And,
Well, we have 3 options of where to go.
have you done anything in here yet?
Me? No, I'll just kind of like
If
tool
you-
around and
you can
take a
investigate
look.
if you
I'll
want.
give it an investigate.
Yeah.
Give it a little investigative. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you find a couple of books that seem like they could be worth something. Not like in terms of magic items, but you find about 6 books that you figure you could sell on for a total of about 200 GP each.
Oh, nice.
Tusk glove.
I will,
Yeah, Tesla.
I have that book out, and I'm like trying not to disturb any of them, but I'm writing down all of the runes that I see on their heads and stuff.
It's just the Karnath rune. Yeah, you've seen it a lot. You also find Gendrix. There is a set of 2 purple rings.
2 purple rings.
Mhm.
Do they?
Friendship rings.
They're on skeleton's hands,
With all petals
and they're on. There's one on the right index finger and one on the left ring finger.
Shape of water bucket.
Yeah. I'll, like, it looks like you might not be needing these, and start plucking.
You kiss his
Okay.
hand and then come back.
They come
with
off.
all the
They come
jewels.
off.
You break a finger, but
He didn't need that finger
no,
anyway.
your finger.
Oh, my finger? Shit. Yeah, and I'll
Teach
I'll,
you to
I'll go ahead and just plop one on because I like the way it looks, and I'll put the other one on my pinky. And
So you put what fingers do you put them on?
I'll put one on my I'll put one on my ring finger and just both of my ring fingers.
Okay. It feels like that they need to be attuned in a specific way.
Okay.
Did you find something interesting?
Just some rings. They're purple. I feel like they go well with me. They go well with my colors.
How long do I wear the headband? Like before I
You
go?
have to take a
or-
short rest with it.
Okay.
Should you wear them both on your ring finger? Doesn't that mean that you are courting someone or something? I've read that
He's
somewhere.
clearly courting himself.
It's
I
courting.
claps my hands and be
Courting. I
like,
think the
I'm in
word's
love with
courting.
myself. Did you not know that?
I think we all
He
know
turns
that.
around and starts hugging himself.
But you brought up a good point, and I'll think about it for a second and think about how he had it, and I'll take the other ring that was on my right hand, and take it off the ring finger and put it on the finger that he had it on.
Okay. It seems like, yeah, you'd have to attune it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll just keep thinking about that as we continue.
Where would you like to go?
I'm just thinking that you're gonna get like one of those half dress, half tux commission and just whoosh.
Yes. So should we continue checking out the south, or should we check out this bit over here?
Probably that small bit.
Okay, so
Though everywhere we think is small has turned into quite a
there's definitely
ginormous area.
Which way are we going?
the northwest
Northwest?
exit.
Okay. It is a wooden door.
I will check it for traps like the other one.
Okay. Give me investigation.
I will help him investigate.
He's already got advantage with the
Never mind.
thingamajigger.
21.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Nice.
It is locked.
This one seems fine. I'll unlock it
Okay.
and walk through.
Okay. Yep. Goes into a hallway.
Okay. I'll walk into the hallway and take a right to the east. The first one, right? Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So you're heading down. How far are you going?
To the first right.
Okay. Yeah, you go down that little hallway and it's just a dead end.
Seems this is a dead end. I just kind of turn
It
around.
seems like there's you turn down in the hallway and there's a staircase, but there's like rocks that are collapsed into the passage.
This might be one of the areas that the beholder thing was talking about. Leads into the dungeon.
Looks slightly impassable.
Okay.
And I guess I'll come out of there and head east again to that.
All right. Are you going to the south or looking to the north?
What
Just
is
that one room right there to the north.
Well, it was here.
Right.
At the T junction is where it was caved in.
No. At
That
the
little hook, right?
the little hook is where it's
okay.
caved in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then there's this. So
Yeah,
that's
so you go
why
all the way to the east, and you see there's a door
to the south.
to the south, and then you're on a balcony that's overlooking that one to the left or to the north.
I will look over the balcony.
Look over the balcony. Okay.
It collapses. Rocks fall. Everything dies.
This massive pit is filled with dozens upon dozens of corpses, elves, humans, changelings, orcs, monsters, and more. The massive bodies rise, and the stench of death overwhelms even the strongest stomach. You have failed a wisdom saving throw for madness, correct?
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fucking great. No, D&D Beyond, I don't care about the
No,
presidential
not this
election.
again. He's gonna turn into like a ball and start crying again.
Right? That is an 18, Bob.
Okay, you pass. Yeah, you just see like this massive writhing death down here, and you can see that there's a lever, like on the balcony as you're overlooking, and you can see that there's like a retracted staircase. It looks like it goes down in here. Give me a perception check.
So like, is it writhing as in like moving? Like it's moving?
Yeah.
7.
7. Okay. Yeah,
I've played Castlevania before. We're going to fight a big ball of corpses.
You don't see anything in that massive terrible.
This is disturbing down here. I mean, there's a staircase we can go down if we need to.
What's over the balcony?
Writhing, massive, disgusting bodies.
I don't believe him, so I
I
want
don't
to go see
believe I'm
it.
going to
You
go
go
look
look?
too.
Yeah.
You haven't failed one, have you?
No, I have it.
Okay, then you're fine. You don't have to actually.
I don't need to make a save either.
Have you failed one?
No.
Nope. Are you looking into the pit of?
I feel like she would.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I
Go and
failed
give me that wisdom saving throw.
Don't worry, eventually I'll extend an aura that helps everyone, but, not for a while.
18.
Okay, you pass. Everyone that's looking can give me a perception check.
Perception.
Into the hole.
Shit. 13.
Okay.
11.
Okay. A 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So with a 13, that's the best one. You are going to see 2 potion vials that are sort of writhing on this sea of death.
Genesis, look.
If you wish to try
There are
and
some potion
retrieve them,
vials
you
there.
could.
Oh,
They're probably about 20 feet away.
Oh. Hey, Jan.
Okay. Roll me a D100, both of you, each, since you got 2 of them.
yeah.
Okay.
Each of you roll me a D100.
So we're both using Mage Hand?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just having you both. Because it was an 11 to see one, and every 2 points that you succeed by, you see another one.
Oh, okay.
42.
Huh?
42.
42.
70.
Ooh, that's good. 42. Okay, you bring up the potion, and it is sort of a grayish liquid, but you can see. Actually, I need to look up what that potion looks like. Remember 42, though. I'll come back to you because I don't remember exactly what it looks like. And you said what? 70?
70.
That's it.
70. Okay. All right, so let me look up these 2 potions real quick.
70.
I need to make a new section of the bag of holding.
42.
Let me see what you found. All right, this one is this potion's orange liquid flickers, and smoke fills the top of the container and wafts out whenever it is opened. That's the one you found.
You said it's orange colored?
Yep, potion's orange liquid flickers, and smoke fills the top of the container and it wafts out whenever it is opened.
Okay.
And then the one that you found, Genesis. This potion's syrupy liquid looks like liquefied iron.
Syrupy.
Do I know enough to tell what it is?
On that one, no, you would not be able to tell. And sorry, I forgot low numbers or what you wanted. Ginger, it's not high.
Oh, so then what I got is useless.
No. It's still actually a really good potion. It's just, I forgot that on this table of random potions I have, 1 to 4 is like the very rare potions.
I got
So
you.
yours is an uncommon and hers is a rare. So you wouldn't be able to tell yours, but his is an uncommon, so you can actually do like the taste test on the uncommon and make a check.
Does this look familiar to you?
A little bit, and I'll take it and like do the taste test.
Okay, yeah, it's a little spicy. It's got some heat to it. Give me an Arcana check.
I really hope it's a fire breath potion.
24.
Yep.
It's a fire breath potion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Potion fire breath.
Dope.
It's a fire breath potion. And I sort of like hug it. I could trade you for mine. I don't know what it is yet, but I feel like it's
Wait,
rare.
you don't know what yours is, but you feel it's more rare.
Well, I know what mine is, so it has to be rare because
I mean, you
I
can
know
do like you
almost
taste
everything.
like basically you taste it, but you're like you don't know. Like it's not the
His or mine.
You probably you would taste them both and be like
Yeah.
but the rare one you just can't tell what it is. Like there's no roll to know what it is. You'd have to identify it.
You haven't been this interested in something that I have yet,
Mm-hmm.
so I suppose a trade will do since the other one is more rare.
I like almost throw it at you. I'm like, okay.
Easy. I'm going to lose it in the corpses again. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm just staring at the corpses like.
What was that number so I can write it in here?
You can just go ahead and write this potion of vulnerability.
Potion of invulnerability?
Yeah.
Ooh,
But you just don't know that.
bad
Okay.
trade.
But for simplicity's sake and the fact that you probably won't use it this session, I mean you might, but
I have a feeling that you should take this since you're going to be right in front of the big bad guy.
Where's that beholder?
I'll show him.
Okay.
Pop the cork. Dun, 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 dun.
so the person that can cast all kinds of fire has a potion of fire breath. That's just
I'm just playing my character, man.
fucking brilliant.
That's fire.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
last time we needed fire and she was incapacitated. Well.
Well, there you go. All right. So, what are you gonna go look at the other room now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The door is let's see. It is locked.
It is locked. I will unlock it.
Okay. So the door to this room is an iron wrought mosaic inset with green glass. The pattern resembles a dragon, but with humanoid proportions. What that means for you as players, what you're seeing looks like a dragonborn.
Gotcha.
Your characters have no fucking clue what a dragonborn is.
Oh, there aren't any
because they don't
dragonborn.
exist.
Oh.
But just so you know what you're looking at as players.
Some sort of lizard person?
Yeah.
It looks like
A
someone
half moon.
born of a dragon.
A half moon staircase leads towards the southern wall. Did you open the door?
Yes.
Okay. A half moon staircase leads toward the southern wall, and at the top of the stairs is a large emerald and opal statue depicting an elf and a dragon entwined in what appears to be the throes of love. In the negative space between their bodies, a hazy portal is open, showing a snow-swept landscape with a lone tower. Near the top of the tower, a single window is illuminated by a green light.
Interesting. By a green light.
There's like a green light flickering in the window of this tower.
Maybe that's where the wizard dude is at.
Do we know, or what else is
Perhaps.
in this room?
And you said it was like a portal?
Yeah, so basically imagine there's this statue of a dragon and an elf, and they are somehow entwined in some sort of semblance of copulation. And in the space between their bodies is an opening, and in that opening is this portal that is looking out on this tundra.
What season is it in
For
Corvair?
you guys, pretty close to summer.
Snow.
I don't know of anywhere that snows right now.
Do I know of anywhere that might be snowing right now?
You could give. Did it sound like somebody's at the door?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, it sounded like a knock.
There's
But
no Fozzie
sounded
Bear
like
to
ice,
like.
to be fair.
Huh?
Sounded like ice, to be fair. You know, like an ice maker. Ice falling down into an ice
Oh.
maker.
I was like, I didn't hear anything.
I did hear something.
Ambiance.
I just almost always leave the door locked. So.
We're recording if you're going to murder us.
Yeah, that would be bad for you. We're live. Would you know? Yeah, give me a nature check.
Can I also give the nature check?
19.
You can give her advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you advantage.
Do better than a 19.
19.
Okay. Yeah, so, Eberron is a lot like Earth in terms of it has polar caps that are very cold, and towards the equator is warm. Corvair sits above the equator. If you, to the south, like the entire southern polar cap is called the Everice. And the northern part is just called the Frozen Expanse.
I'll just start sort of like I'm thinking. I'll just start sort of like saying that to myself. This could be maybe the Ever Ice.
Could you speak up, please?
Well, and I'll just like repeat all of it again.
Huh. Interesting. Well,
I'm just investigating the rest of the room.
Is there anything like rubble around? Like anything like rubble?
Gendrix is fascinated by the statue, by the way. He's like staring at it whenever
Is it
somebody's
big
not
enough
talking.
for us to walk through again?
You might have to stoop just a little bit. You two, you're fine. The three of you would probably have to stoop just a bit. But yeah, I mean, you could walk through it.
I would like to get out of here.
Gendrix is already like halfway across the room to the portal.
Okay.
Yeah, Gendrix is walking towards the portal, and he's just walking like he's not going to stop.
I'm ignoring everything else and I'm just looking around the room.
Because I was standing right by the portal, so I'm just watching you to see if you're gonna go in.
Okay, you can give me an investigation.
Me?
No, him.
Oh. I was like, am I investigating? What happened?
Oh, that's only 7.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't see anything else. And the room actually, the reason it's good that you're old low because this room is really clean.
Ooh, super clean.
Super clean. You walk through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You appear in a snowy tundra.
I look behind me.
Nothing. Wide open expanse.
As soon as he goes through, I'll follow.
Okay.
So there's no portal like when he looks behind him?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't know that.
Narnia.
Alright.
I go to turn around and like walk back.
You just
like,
see Genesis appear right in front of you.
bump into Genesis.
And it's frigid cold.
Do I feel the cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I suppose they've gone through. We have not much choice now.
It's really cold out here. We should make way for the tower.
Okay.
Tower's about 300 feet away.
Okay, yeah. Booking it for the tower.
Okay.
I'll
Do we
be
just
like,
see them run
pulling
towards
my
the
scarf.
tower?
Yeah. But they appear fairly small. And there's snow whipping at them.
Oh well, there they go. Is there any light source in here?
Huh?
Like a sconce or anything?
The dragon's eyes glow.
That's it.
Mhm.
There's no fire.
Nope.
Well, after you then.
Ladies first.
Oh, okay. I'll just walk through, just
Okay.
kind of trying to figure out if she's actually a lady or not.
I'm from a farm.
Alright, so
What does it mean?
what are y'all doing?
I'm
I guess
going
I'll
through
walk
it.
through the fucking.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you see they're probably moving at half speed through the difficult terrain. They're about 30 feet ahead of you when you sort of just materialize here, and there's no way back.
And to be fair, I probably don't even look.
Okay.
I just go. Try to catch them.
Well, I'm assuming they're running away from something, so I'm not gonna be like looking back.
Okay. All right, so you would get about a third of the way there. Everyone give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right, 17.
9.
21.
21.
Point of exhaustion.
Damn, he's getting all the fun
I know.
points.
Wow. Yeah. I feel sorry for y'all pretty soon.
You continue running. You're about 2/3 of the way there now. Everyone give me a perception check.
Ooh, I like you.
21.
16.
Okay.
A dirty 20.
18.
18. You all see this massive creature that appears, well, screw it. It looks like this. I describe it.
Oh!
And it's
Fucking hate
about-
this thing.
It's about 60 feet off to your left, and it's closing on you. And you see it just comes up out of the snow and just skitters across the top of the snow. 2/3 of the way to the tower. Everyone give me another con check.
30,
Or con
20.
save, sorry.
Con save.
30, 20.
You're at disadvantage.
13.
You're at disadvantage.
Oh,
Because
crap.
of failing the first one.
That's a lot worse. 10.
2 points of exhaustion.
8.
Point of exhaustion.
14.
Point of exhaustion. Wait, no. 14? You didn't fail the first one?
Mm-mm.
You're fine. Okay. You make it the last way. This thing is not terribly fast, but it is kind of keeping pace with you. You get to the base of this tower, and there's just a large wooden door. What do you do?
Open it.
Yeah, trying to barrel through it. Get the key up here.
Yeah, I'll get the key out and try to use it.
Doesn't work.
Shit. I start immediately fumbling for my tools and trying to open it.
Okay. So that's probably going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me a go.
Ooh, 15.
Okay, yeah, you're working on it, and this creature comes up. That's going to be initiative.
Okay.
I'm disadvantaged for everything, right?
Well, I don't remember what the second point of exhaustion gives you, but it's not good.
It's half speed.
Is it half speed?
So-
Oh, yeah. So
For initiative 2 is disadvantage, or
yeah.
Okay.
It's a skill check. Okay, so Genesis.
13.
Okay, Oligar.
15.
Gendrix.
11, because I'm fiddling with a door. Fiddling. I like that word.
18.
Nice.
You said you had an 11.
Yes. Yay!
He has an 11 as well, but he only has a +1 to his dex.
Oh.
All right, Riven, what do you do? This thing. So I forgot the Genesis was slowed, so you guys probably didn't keep pace, so you didn't even get a chance at the door. As soon as you made it to the door, this thing was on you. I
Oh.
forgot you were moving at half speed. You didn't get it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
No.
But Whatever you do, this monster is on you, and it is. Yeah. And you can
Cool.
feel it actually is warming you up because its body is so warm.
Let me see how many spell slots I have. That's right. I'm gonna walk up or run up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder wave.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
What does he have to do? Con save?
Yes, I believe
He's
so.
pretty good at those. He's a big giant
Let me
worm.
pull it up real quick.
Big giant worm in the snow.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, it's gonna pass. Give me a second.
Okay.
I think it's 2D.
2d8 if you did it first level.
Yeah, it's 2D8.
All right.
I hope it hurts. Stupid bitch. 8
8
points of
points.
damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Riven steps up. Boom! Massive noise. Over the sound of the wind and everything, the snow, this thunderclap just rings out. And this, you see the creature go,
Thunder clap that ass.
Olgar.
I will run over to intercept it and swipe at it.
Go for it.
Swiper, no swiper.
How big is this thing?
Is huge.
So he's like 20 feet.
Probably, yeah.
25 to hit.
Yes, that hits. AC 17.
Ooh, yeah, max that damage out. 17 points of damage. Is it an aberration?
No, it is a monstrosity.
Damn. Okay.
20. Okay.
Let's see, that's 17 points on the first hit. And I'll swing at him again. That is...
Do you want to put any juice in it?
No, because you said I had to take a long rest before I can juice it.
Oh, did I say you had to do a long rest or short rest?
You said long rest.
Okay.
Yes, it hits because it's 14. So plus 8.
Yep.
So that's damage again. 7, 12 points of damage that time.
12 points.
12 points.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you see Olgar jumps in front of the party and just carves this thing twice with this axe. And you see like the purple blades like flash in what, light is, like moonlight is here. All right, Genesis.
I'm gonna attempt to firebolt.
Okay.
Wow, I rolled 2 8s. 14.
Misses.
Crap.
Okay. Anything else?
Uh,
So you guys are stood by this door, like wooden door to this stone tower that's like 50 feet tall, and the window's up near the top.
do I see a way to climb?
It's a stone tower.
So probably not.
We need Rapunzel.
No, I'll just go and get close to the door.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're huddled next to the door. Gendrix.
Whenever you're trying to figure out what I want to do, I will try to look at the creature and start whispering some like crazy elven nonsense at it as a dissonant whisper and get it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It ain't great at these. But I rolled a 17 on the die.
That's lame.
I believe it'll still take half, yeah?
Target must make a wisdom saving throw and fail save. It takes that and must immediately use your action to move away. On a successful save, it takes half.
Yeah.
So
Let's roll some damages for me.
3d8, 3d6.
Tell it it's ugly.
It is ugly.
It knows that.
Yeah, I was telling it that in Elven. I'll take it. 11.
So that's halved
Yeah, halved to 5 or 6.
to 5. Okay. That will bring up the creature.
Hold it. I'm gonna offer some.
You gonna juice it?
I'm offering some bardic inspiration
Okay.
to. I'm gonna give it to Genesis because I feel like she's gonna be our canon here.
Okay. All right. It is going to try and take a chunk out of Olgar because he did a bunch of damage to it.
Alright.
I rolled like trash. 15.
Oh, that misses.
Okay.
Yeah.
It only has one attack.
Yay!
But you did make melee attacks against it, right?
Splash it on me.
Yeah, he's gonna give you some fire. His body gonna give you that burn. Sick burn.
X gonna give it to you.
It's not a sick burn. It's 3d6. 3 points of fire damage.
Yo!
Whatever the opposite of yeeting your dice roll is, that's what I just did. Back to the top as this thing bites at Oligar, and he just fends it off with the axe, as it looked like it was trying to eat him physically. Riven.
Okay, Thunder Wave again.
Okay.
Am I gonna have to make that?
Yeah.
No, she's standing next to you, I think.
I
Yeah.
don't know where she's at.
Because
Okay.
you're all kind of pressed against this door.
Nah, that's fair.
Okay, so you're gonna have to make the con save.
A con save.
Yeah.
21.
21.
Sorry.
He's a beefy mister.
Yeah, he's got a big con.
He's got a big what?
He's got big con energy.
It's gonna be 7.
7. So that's 3. Okay.
Thick with 2 C's.
Well, 3 C's. Nah, he ain't that thick.
That's
All right.
enough to give it a
Anything else? Puppets or anything?
I can't do anything else.
Okay. Olgar.
I'm gonna smack him.
Okay.
Smack, smack,
Smack.
sugar, smack.
Oh yeah, 17 on the die.
That hits.
And give me that big beef. That's 11 points.
Okay.
The first one. That's a 16 on the die with the second one.
Yep.
And that is 12 points.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Olgar slashes this thing 2 more times. It looks hardy. Genesis.
I'm gonna get to an angle where I can do a 15-foot cone and not hit him.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, you can
Okay.
just stand right next to him.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna run up there and drink a potion,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do burning hands.
Okay.
People on either side of me are just like,
I'm not going to bother rolling anything because it's immune to fire.
oh, shit. That'll do.
But yeah, mark off spell slot. Anything else? Sorry.
No, I'll
Okay.
just sort of stand there, sort of like.
Yep. I mean, you didn't heal it.
That's all my tricks.
Okay.
One trick
Hendrix.
I have 2 other tricks.
Yeah, I'll pull out my big boy gun. And how quickly could I break it open and pop in one of those thunder rounds?
So it's an action to do any reloading. So if you
An
wanted
action to do any-
but you could load up the whole thing with them if you wanted to.
Okay. I don't know that I ever stated that I was reloading before, and I only had one left in the chamber.
I mean,
anyway,
it would
so-
make sense that you guys were walking around and adventuring for a bit, so you would have,
Okay.
out of combat,
Okay.
I'm not going to be pedantic about that. That's silly.
All right, that's fine. Okay, then I'll just.
You're fighting a Remirage. You're about to fucking die.
Oh, that's
I'm not
not.
going to be pedantic about reload.
That's not very comforting.
Doesn't matter if you reload.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
You're going to
just
die.
pop off a regular round at him.
A regular round? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Go for it.
16
Just misses.
just misses.
Yeah, the shell hits him, but you see it skips off of his armored chitinous hide.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. That will bring it up, and it's still pretty pissed at you, Oligar.
That's
You're the one that's hacking into it.
hacking, slashing, chopping at meat.
Hacking? Oh, man, that's almost a crit. So that's definitely going to hit.
It was
That's a
15.
30.
It was not.
Fuck! Does a
Okay.
30 hit?
I believe it does.
Okay, this is going to hurt. I'm going to do this twice.
I'm afraid.
I'm
Oh my God.
petrified.
14, 17.
At first, I was afraid.
But I was petrified.
Oh my God.
You cannot live inside
Oh my God.
this fire.
Because we didn't start the fire.
41 piercing damage.
You can stop counting.
Are you out?
Well, I have 52 total. After
Okay.
all the shit we've been through, I'm pretty sure 41
Okay.
will go ahead and knock me down
All right.
to 0.
Okay. It grapples you.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody
just
roll me
make it
percentile
down to
dice.
1.
A 1.
1.
Juan.
This is what happens. That's 2 1s on D100s tonight.
Yep.
Holy shit. That's awesome. Okay, so this is what happens. It was 25% chance at the end of the second round that this would happen, and you got it. So, because I do low.
Okay.
Oh, that's hella low.
Yeah, if you want 25%, it's up to 25. It makes the math easy. I don't have to figure out. So I can say, like, you have a 43%. I don't have to figure out the other side is 57. Right?
But you did it just that quickly.
I mean, I did, but it's because I thought about it before I said it.
Use my brain.
So anyway, so this is what happens. You see this. You see Oligar get bitten by this thing, and it is in its jaws. Like Oligar is in its jaws, and you see its rearing its head back like it's about to swallow him. And this green light appears in front of you in this withered old creature. What you see is, didn't expect this to happen. She is this crone, but you can see in her features the combination of elf and dragon. And she looks and she says, "Begone, creature. These are mine now." And she just waves her hand, and the creature just vanishes. Oligar falls to the ground.
Oh, shit.
She looks at you and says, "Come with me.
May we tend to our friend?
Bring him." And she opens the door and walks inside.
Do I know where I have a good idea of where he keeps his band-aids, right?
I cure wounds him one last time. With
Yeah, even if you know where they're at, it's still his spell.
So it doesn't work if I... Okay.
No, it's still technically spells.
I
Just
gotcha.
There's a flavor on it.
Alright, well,
But you can bap him.
I don't know how to work this damn band-aid.
You
Alright,
can go with the
11.
stick.
I have a
that's
health
the last
potion.
one I have.
I thought you had 4.
No, yeah, I've used all of
Oh,
them.
okay. But yeah, so Oligar, you come back to life with 11 hit points, and this, like, you as players would recognize it as a Dragonborn. Walks inside the tower, doesn't close the door behind her.
I'd say we should probably follow her and do as she wishes. She did make that thing just disappear. You missed it. It was beautiful.
Is that what happened to the beast?
Yes, he's no more.
Well, he almost ate and swallowed you.
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
He was on the way, and then then you fell. Are you sore?
I
will be.
completely leave them behind and I
Okay.
follow
Yeah,
her.
let's not sit here. We gotta go.
Yes.
She
As
may make
you-
us disappear as well.
As you walk, you see that she has taken up a seat.
Dragon.
There's a large, on the first floor of this tower, there's like a banquet table. It looks like it would be maybe set for like 10 or 12. And she has just taken a seat at random. She's not like sitting at the head or anything. She's just sitting down in one of the chairs.
Please allow me to be the first to thank you. We were certainly doomed.
Mortal.
Okay.
Apologies.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were exploring Old Morgrave University, the basement, and we found a rather beautiful statue that contained a portal, and here we are.
And you just thought to walk through it with no thought of what would be on the other side.
Yeah, pretty much.
I must be honest, I wasn't thinking
Your
at all.
insolence will not be tolerated here, young one. Why have you come to me?
The portal called to me.
I can see why, son of Aranal.
Please, but my name is Gendrix. What is your name?
I have gone by many names in my time. But you would most likely recognize me in this age as Vol. And that is where we will stop for the night. That's our game. Holy shit. Never thought that you guys would go through that portal. Yeah. The rest of the dungeon doesn't matter anymore. You found Vol.
Yeah.
So
Alright then.
campaign might end pretty soon.
Fuck treasure, we're dead.
Boy.
But
I just bought a mini. Like, just bought a mini.
but yeah, that's our game.
Yeah, that was our game.
We hope you guys had fun. I know I did. Holy crap! So
Wrapped
yeah.
it up in what, 10, 12 sessions?
Join us next week
is
to
session
see
14.
what
Actually happens because we
To see what-
stupidly walked through a portal.
see what the Arch Lich Vole wants of these intrepid adventurers.
I was playing a wizard.
All right. Till next week.
Dungeons and Deuces.
Play all the games, Dungeons and the Dragons. We'll see you next week.
Wow.
That was